I haven't played a single video game for genuinely years. I used to love it. I used to play Minecraft so much. I used to hop on GTA with my friends. Didn't even like GTA, I just liked chatting shit with them. They weren't even my real friends back then. Very toxic friendship, but there was something about screaming stupid shit down the mic. I remember this one time, I think it was during lockdown, where I was 17, and I put so much time into Minecraft. Like, I never really gave a shit about goals in video games. I was never like that, but suddenly I just did. I decided that I was gonna fucking kill the Ender Dragon. If you don't know, the Ender Dragon is this fucking, you probably know what that is, bro. It's just this final boss thing. I'd never done it legit. I'd never taken it seriously. I just thought, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. So every fucking day I spent hours progressing to this goal, right? This goal, and I felt great every time I did it. This progress to this goal made me feel alive on a fucking video game, right? Because I had this new identity. I'm gonna be someone that's fucking slayed the Ender Dragon. And I fucking did it. And after I did it, went back to being mopey, because it was never about the goal. It was about chasing it. It gave me something to do. It gave me something to strive towards. And then I realized recently, I've always had goals. I've always loved striving towards it. But what video games do, they hijack that mentality that you have and take it away from real life. The reason video games are so addictive is by moving your fucking thumbs and fingers, you're achieving things. You think you're achieving things. You're achieving pixels on a screen, a little achievement, and the progress towards those goals. That's what you should be doing in real life. Before video games were a thing, think about where you could have been. You have this mentality when you play games, maybe you're grinding out to get a certain level on RuneScape or GTA. Imagine if video games never existed. Imagine if all this overstimulation never existed. Your granddad had the same mindset, but video games weren't around. So what did he do? He grinded in real life. He got a job that back then was respectable to just get a job in whatever profession you wanted. He put food on his plate and he developed himself. That translated into status and money in the real world. And what have you done with that? Your brain thinks you're a knight or an Ender Dragon slayer, but you're just a sweaty kid who can't be bothered to shower because you'd rather play Minecraft. It's almost not your fault. It's almost harder now because, yeah, our granddads and our dads worked harder than us, but they didn't have the temptation that we do. Video games hijack your potential because our brains are fucking stupid. Your prefrontal cortex, the front of your brain, knows exactly who you are. Knows that you're a piece of shit, knows your weaknesses, but your amygdala, the animal part of your brain that was responsible for anxieties, impulses, all that shit, when it gets stimulated by playing video games, in the moment you can feel the progress, like you're achieving real things. And that's why it feels good. It's the same reason that when you watch porn, especially maybe you tried to give it up for a week, it feels fucking great. You're getting this rush. It's because your amygdala thinks you're seeing a real naked woman. But in both scenarios, your prefrontal cortex knows you're sad. I know that you're not going to want to give up video games, bro. You're going to sit here and cope and say that they're fun, that they're relaxing. But just think about it, bro. You know they're shit. I invite you to do something, okay? Go without video games for a month. Just do that. And if you notice nothing, and I don't mean go without video games for a month. Don't look at your phone in the mornings. Wake up and start chasing your goals instead. Replace video games with something. Instead of playing video games, go to the gym, work on your business, something. Do that for a month, and if you don't notice any results, then maybe I'm just telling lies and you can ignore me. But we both know that that would help. Since giving up video games, since not having that in my life, yes, there are other poisons that try and infect me, like YouTube, I'm not on Instagram or anything like that, but stuff like that, video content. But that doesn't make me feel like I'm leveling up. I know I'm wasting my time. I couldn't do that. Sometimes I have days of vegetating, but I can't sustain that because it doesn't stimulate my brain in the same way. Do you know what I do instead of video games now? This, work. I try and level myself up in real life. And some days I'm less motivated than others, but I see in real time what hard work does. And yeah, it takes a hell of a lot longer, but it's so much more gratifying. Just give up video games for a month, bro. And I promise you will see the difference. And maybe you could argue that 1 hour or 2 hours a day isn't bad. But I would argue only if you can justify it's a valuable use of your time. And I feel like you're going to have a hard time justifying that. But that's just me. Until you can safely say that video games don't take away from your productivity, they don't control your life, they don't stop you from being better, you should give it up, bro. The same reason I'm not drinking right now, because I don't trust myself with that. Because I'm honest. I think you need to be more honest with yourself, bro. Stop chasing the Ender Dragon. Stop chasing pixels and chase yourself. Say less, do more.